Recently, I just finished my first playthrough of Shadow of the Erdtree, and this is the character I used to do it. This is Idris. Idris is a name that has two origins. In Welsh, it means ardent lord, and in Arabic, it is a name that comes from an Islamic prophet. It's a fitting name for my strength faith build, who is destined to become Elden Lord. Today I wanted to show my build off because it has been a really fun build to play with over the last few months. As I mentioned, my build focuses on strength and faith, so let's talk stats. At the time of recording this, I had already made it to New Game Plus, so my stats were pretty high. At level 241, I had 58 Vigor, 22 Mind, 40 Endurance, 94 Strength, 23 Dexterity, 11 Intelligence, 60 Faith, and 12 Arcane. So far, I've been using Godric's Great Rune for a little bonus to all my stats, but Radahn or Morgoth's Great Runes would be good options as well. Now let's talk about my equipment. For my armor, I've been sticking with the Tree Sentinel chestplate, gauntlets, and greaves, with the Circlet of Light for my head. The Circlet of Light doesn't do all that much for me, besides increasing some of my stats, but it fits with the whole aesthetic. Plus, I like seeing my characters' faces, especially after spending an hour designing them. For my talismans, I've been using the Shard of Alexander, the Fire Scorpion Charm, the Two-Handed Sword Talisman, and the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. For my Flask of Wondrous Physic, I'm using the Flame Shrouding Cracked tier and the Oil Soaked tier. Now with all that in mind, I bet you can't guess what weapon I'm using. If your guess had something to do with Messmer's Fire, then you were close enough. I've been using the Fire Knight's Greatsword with the Flame Skewer Ash of War. I gave it a fire attunement so that it would scale well with my strength and faith. I've also started using the Fire Knight's Seal to cast my incantations. The Clawmark Seal is a good option too, since it has higher strength scaling, but the Fire Knight's Seal boosts my Messmer Fire incantations a little bit more than they would be with the Clawmark Seal. For my incants, I've been using Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength for some good damage buffs, and then Fire Serpent, Messmer's Orb, and Black Flame for some good offense. I will say that if I cared about completely optimizing my build, I would replace the Circlet of Light with either Messmer's Helm or the Winged Serpent Helm to increase my Fire Knight and Messmer Fire capabilities. However, Fashion Souls has gotten the better of me. This has been a super fun build for me to play with, and I plan to keep using it for a while. But let me know what y'all think of it, or if you have any suggestions for improvement.